I'm Kristelle Lavallee, and I'm the Global Teen Policy Manager at Discord. That entails looking after the well-being and kind of empowerment, as well as that foundation of safety for our teen users at Discord.
During one of the panels, they kind of talked about the guidance frameworks and like the 4 C's and like what holds tech companies like Discord like in their foundation. How do you feel like the foundation of Discord allows for you to innovate with youth safety and policy?
Absolutely, that's a great question. I will say that the foundation of safety is paramount for Discord. So building on that foundation allows me to do the work that I do, which is really amplifying the well-being component, making sure that our users are deriving benefits from being on our platform. Absolutely. So Discord is a communications platform, right? So fostering healthy connections is really important. So making sure that our users are able to connect with the users that they want to. Oftentimes it's their friends. It might be friends that they don't know yet that they have on our platform. Typically that's in the gaming space, right? So being able to play games with your friends, having a conversation with your friends, etc. Making sure that those conversations, that relationship is healthy, wholesome, and it's facilitated in our space.
How do you think Discord is able to balance giving users as much freedom as possible to communicate and connect, while also making sure that nothing strange or weird is going on?
Absolutely. I think that's kind of that idea of freedom within a framework, right? So Discord being that framework and also making sure that Discord provides a safe framework. So tools, right? Discord has something called Teen Safety Assist, right? That's a tool that's defaulted on for all of our teen users. So if there's a problem that occurs, or even before that problem occurs, we have safety tooling that can identify what's happening and say, hey, we notice something might be a little off here. How do you want to proceed? Do you want to block this person? We just launched a new feature called Ignore. So today, which is so exciting. But that's, it goes against kind of blocking. Instead, you can just ignore that person, right? They won't necessarily get the message, but you will have the time and space to say, hey, I want to move forward without hearing something crazy going on or something that just seems a little off.
Awesome. As we've seen today, another important aspect is collaborating with youth. So how has Discord been able to engage youth perspectives, and maybe what has also been difficult about that?
Yes, youth integration is near and dear to my heart. We are able to kind of integrate youth voices by having focus groups with them. In the past, we've run large-scale global studies looking at things like mental health on the platform. Right now, we're engaging with a partnership over in Europe where we basically are asking our teens, how do you feel about harassment and bullying on our platform, but also just online? What are the tools that you would like to see? Why not? What are things that are helpful? Why would you engage with these? Why wouldn't you engage with these, etc. So making sure that we are tapping into youth voices and then bringing that information directly to our product teams for integration is super important.
Yeah, I definitely agree that last step of being able to move the research into actual change is really important.
Yeah, and we're trying to build focus groups now on our youth advisory, and it's definitely a struggle because you have to make sure there's such diverse interests, but also everyone is represented.
Yeah, for sure.
One last question from me. So we talked a lot about bringing in everyone in someone's like support group and network to be able to participate and lead to transparency on these things. Is Discord like reaching out community outreach wise or family bridging in any way that would help bolster the youth safety?
Yes, families are so important. Parents, guardians, we also know that families look very different, right? And families can be different makeups, etc. So we work with our trusted partners, folks like the National PTA, as well as FOSI, the Family Online Safety Institute, to kind of hear from them what they are hearing directly from families so that we can kind of create bespoke materials for parents, for guardians, etc., that are available on our website. Here's what you should know. Here are the tools that are available to you. So we have a safety center that's really robust. We have a guardian's guide that you might have seen outside, but we build all of these things with parents and families in mind, hoping to really foster kind of that open communication about, hey, what is your teen doing on Discord? Also, maybe you want to be on Discord with your teen to kind of see what's going on. I think everybody understands that safety is so important and so valuable. And I will say, just in my experience, and I've worked for other tech companies, I've also worked in a nonprofit, The amount of time and energy and investment Discord is putting into things like making sure youth voices are integrating into the platform, having a super robust trust and safety department, but then also having a policy department that is geared towards looking at what can we do for teens, not only just in their safety, but their well-being and empowerment. That's huge. And that level of investment carries throughout our product launches, throughout our features launches, our safety tooling, et cetera, and is really at the core of not only what I do, but what Discord is as a company.